Yeah, I'm a creeper. No, nothing. No, nothing. This creeper is disappointed. Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the interbubs. This is a very queasy ReNDoG coming at you in another episode of modded Minecraft from the FoolCraft 3 server. My friends from all over the world, we gotta kick off today's episode with a bit of bad news. I'm feeling really sick right now. There's something wrong with my stomach. I don't know what's happening with my body, guys. I think I may have consumed one too many slices of Ren toast. We're gonna need a disclaimer on our packaging. Consuming too much Ren toast might result in discombobulation, because I can feel it happening right now, guys. Oh my goodness, my stomach is rumbling. My eyeballs are tingling. What's happening? Oh no. Oh my goodness. I have been transformed into, well, a bat. Listen, I've been trying to hide this from you guys for all of these years, okay? I haven't wanted to reveal my true nature. I'm actually a bat, and all of the toast that I have been consuming for the last few days has managed to release my true nature. I'm so sorry, my canine brothers. Forgive me for the betrayal. Hey, listen, I'm kind of still like a dog. I'm like a dog with wings, and I'm ridiculously cute. I mean, look at me. I can't even swim against the water with my little flappy wings. There we go. Oh my goodness. Look at me. Look at my little cute eyes. I mean, don't you guys think I'm way better as a bat than as a dog? I mean, seriously. This is where it's at, man. I think I'm gonna change my YouTube channel to RenBat, and just change everything to RenBat, because look at me. I'm absolutely adorable. Plus, I can go backwards as a bat too, which is pretty sweet. Also, I can't fly for some reason. I'm the worst bat in history. But yeah, hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of FoolCraft with me, the ReNDoG. Oh, you guys are wondering how I did that, aren't you? Oh man, my dudes. I have discovered a really cool mod in the FoolCraft pack. I'm going to show you that in a second. Here we are in the village, by the way. If we take a quick look on the map, this village is a few ticks away from the Ren Cave, which is where we were working in the first episode. And I've come out here for a very specific reason. I'm here to collect some stuffs. Well, I want to have a look around the village too. And I want to figure out, like, if there's any interesting things that we can steal from around here. But also, I'm very interested in this thing, the Waystone. In FoolCraft 3, every single village that you find will have something called a Waystone in it. And we actually need a Waystone eventually, because this is how we can teleport between areas. With a Warpstone, we can actually teleport to Waystones. And to make a Warpstone, we need some emeralds. So, not only can the village give us the Waystone, which we're going to collect, we can also get some emeralds from the villagers around here, right? And I've actually brought myself a little bit of paper, and hopefully we can find somebody to trade with around here. But yeah, guys, check this out, right? If you click the button on your keyboard, which is the left bracket, so the key next to P on my keyboard, you can actually morph yourself into anything that you have killed in a FoolCraft. How cool is that, right? Shall we morph ourselves into a creeper? Yeah, let's do it. And that explains that really weird animation that happens when you kill things in FoolCraft. Oogity boogity! Hello. Hi. Dude. Right. Well, clearly the disguise doesn't work very well. Hi. Yeah, I'm a creeper. No, nothing. No, nothing. This creeper is disappointed. Oh my goodness. Let's trade with this. This cartographer gives us emeralds. Very nice. Oh man. How sweet is this mod though? What else can we change into? Endermen, fallen knights, Jeb sheep, pigs, sheep. Oh my goodness, so many things that we can actually change ourselves into. I think we could even transform ourselves into villagers, which is pretty cool. I don't really want to kill the villagers though right now because I kind of want to trade with them. He's kind of cool though, right? This guy, look at him. He's got like some sort of sweet uniform going on. What are you? Hi. You're pretty damaged also. Oh, you're a machinist? That's pretty cool. Anyway, check this out, guys. I've also made myself something called a bag of holding, which is actually a really easy thing to make in FoolCraft 3. You can get it done pretty quick, and it kind of acts like a shulker box, or like a backpack, I guess, and all you need is some gold, some chests, and some magical wood, which you make with bookshelves and gold. Super easy to make a bag of holding, and yeah, this is where I'm keeping some of my stuff, some of the tools that we're using in the series. All of my monies are in here too, and I brought along a little bit of paper over here in anticipation of doing some trading. So let's pick up some emeralds from this dude. We can only get 2 emeralds from this guy. That's okay. That's going to be more than enough to make us a warpstone. That's all we need, right, is a warpstone right now. Also, I think we should probably mold ourselves back into ReNDoG because you kind of take the same size as whatever you morph into. So when you're a bat, for example, let me show you this. Actually, it's kind of interesting. You're actually very close to the ground when you walk, which is very weird. Look at this. So because the bat, like the bat, I guess, model is only 1 block high. Like when you are the bat, you are actually much lower. Wait a minute. Are you guys think what I'm thinking? If you are a bat, are you able to go through 1 block high tunnels? Oh my goodness, you are. Wow. Okay. That is very, very cool. I don't know the implications of this, but maybe we could come up with some sweet ideas for that. I mean, that's pretty epic, right? Hey, if you guys have any ideas, man, hit me up in the comments. Like, can we actually make use of this 1 block high bat morph? That's actually really sweet. Oh, man. Awesome. Anyway, yeah, so bag of holding. Got all the bunch of stuff in here, which is pretty cool. Let's morph back into ReNDoG. Listen, guys, we're actually going to do stuff today, okay? Don't you worry. We'll get there. We've got a couple of errands to run before we do, though. I was on my way back to Fool City, actually, so that I can rent that plot, so we can start setting up our toast shop in the city. We also have to hand in a job and get paid for dancing in front of Town Hall at the end of the last episode, right? So we got to head back to the city to do some errands, but I've been having a little bit of a think about our plans to make a toast shop. What is this, a fermenting barrel? That's pretty cool. I think I'll take that. I'm just going to take anything with me. Oh, the block shattered as you tried to break it. Maybe it wasn't sturdy enough to be broken. Okay, so I broke that. But take a look at these towns, man. There's lots of cool stuff in here. There's a coffee maker. I'll take that. Oh, it's shattered again? This is so weird. Can you not take stuff from villagers? It looks like that might be the case, right? Let's have a look. Like, if we break this stuff, we can break that. This is a crusher. Can we take that? Okay, very interesting. So apparently, we can't take stuff from villagers. Lamp controller, we can take that from villagers, though. What else is in here? Ooh, what is this? Energy laser relay? Can we take that? No, that's shattered. Oh, no. Okay. Can we take that? No. Oh, that's very curious. So we're not allowed to take stuff out of villages, or at least we have to find a better way to do it, maybe with Silk Touch. But there's a whole bunch of interesting stuff in here, though, right? We've got some black quartz, some, what is this? A palace crystal? Iron casing? A nori crystal? No idea what any of this jazz is, but you know what? I'll take it. But that's very interesting. I was hoping to be able to pick up a few items from the village. You know, maybe we could find a couple of tools and stuff and a couple of blocks that would help us out in our series. But apparently, we can't really break blocks in here, which is interesting. We'll take the books, though, right? We'll take those. Those could become pretty useful. There's one more building in here that I do want to explore, though. It's this one. This one is an interesting building. There seems to be quite a lot of stuff in here. In these chests over here, we've got some aluminum ingots and some iron rods. Nice. No idea what these are for. And a copper ingot too. We'll take that. And is there anything upstairs here? No, nothing upstairs. Okay, so the villagers are pretty good in FoolCraft. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff out here too. Nice. What is this? Tough fabric. Don't know what it is, but we'll take it. Aluminum rods too. We'll take those too, right? But yeah. Like, there seems to be a lot of interesting stuff in the villages, which is pretty cool. And, geez, man, I can't even see what's happening in my inventory right now. What are these, treated sticks? I don't know what that is, but it sounds expensive, so I think I'll take it. And we've got some more copper ingots here too. But yeah, most importantly, of course, you can get yourself waystone. You could get yourself some emeralds from the villagers so you can make yourself a warpstone. And this is a totem torch. That's pretty cool, right? Can we take that? I'm going to take that. I've been working a little bit on decorating our cave. I'm going to show you guys it in a second. I'm kind of proud, actually, of how our cave is looking. It's looking pretty sweet. Anyway, that's enough freaking tomfoolery here in the village. Let's make our way over to Fool City, hand in our task, or our job, which was to dance in a golden armor, collect our cash, and I guess try and rent a plot in Fool City. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work, but yeah, let's get our butts over there and do some administration. Now, you may be wondering, ReNDoG, why are you not sleeping the night away? Well, unfortunately, at the moment, we need a bunch of ender pearls, so I've been spending the evenings here on the FoolCraft 3 server trying to get myself some ender pearls, and it usually goes a little bit wrong, but there we go. Hi, Enderman. Oh, I made the Enderman trap completely wrong. Derp! That Enderman will never suspect the chicken. This is probably a very bad place to be as a chicken. There's a couple of hungry cats over there, and I'm guessing they wouldn't mind a chicken dinner right now. I think I'm just gonna go this way. Alright, there's 2 Endermen over there, guys, and we do need to kill them. So, I'm going to try this one more time. This time as a chicken, and hopefully it'll go fine. Just have to remember to build the Enderman trap like an actual Minecraft player and not a complete noob. So, I'm going to do a bit of concentrating right now, see if we can actually make this work. And at the size of a chicken, it's kind of tricky to do this, I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to morph back into human form, actually, because this is a little bit risky. Let's morph back into human form here, and let's try and make ourselves a proper Enderman trap over here, shall we? We've got to have it like this, I guess, is going to be about right. Yep, let's make the floor. Yeah, no Enderman can get in here. Yep, that's 3 blocks high, or 2 blocks high, rather. And that should be good enough for us to take these Endermen down. Maybe we should just block off the backside over here too, just in case things go miserably wrong. Hello, Enderman. Hi. What's happening? I didn't mean to anger you, but I do need your ender pearl. Jeez. Hello. No, you gotta come over here, my dude. There you are. Hi. What's up? Give me your pearl, please. Jeez. Derp. Well, this is getting mildly embarrassing now. Let's not forget, everybody, that a few minutes ago, I was the size of a bat, which means that my brain was about the size of an almond. And it looks like that has been lingering. And yeah, hopefully that'll be the end of the derpage for today's episode. Look what I found. A chest floating in the middle of nowhere. It's actually a pet chest, which is amazing. It's a wolf pet, which is sweet. And the wolf pet eats bones. No idea what he does, though. Hold on. Let me just collect everything in here. Wolf pet, what do you do? Do you do something cool? Hi. Hello, little spider. What's happening? Oh, it makes a dog called Sparky. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, well, we've got a companion then for this episode. Hi, Sparky. Come with me, my dude. Where were you when I got murdered by the Enderbutt, man? I needed your help. After what can only be described as a midnight odyssey of unadulterated derp, Sparky and I have made it to Fool City at last. Here we are on the outskirts of Fool City, just outside City Hall. And it's taken me so long to get here that another nighttime is actually upon us right now. The death beacons are out there, and the Ren Cave is about 1,000 meters that way. So we're about 1 kilometer away from City Hall over here. Anyway, we've made it in one piece, barely. I've actually taken the form of a fallen knight. The thinking being that we might be able to blend in with the undead, right? They might think that we are actually one of them if we are a sort of rotting skeleton zombie thing. I mean, I can see my spine right now, which is kind of disturbing. Also, if another fool logs onto the server, I'm going to scare the frickin' bajingo out of them, and it's going to be epic. Anyway, we got some stuff to do around here, guys. We've come back to City Hall for a number of reasons. Firstly, we finished a couple of jobs last episode, and we are here to collect the cash monies. We finished the Be Fabulous job, which was to dance in front of City Hall in golden armor. And we also finished the dazzling job. We didn't actually pick up the book for it, though. So let me pick that up now. Yeah, make it a tradition. Savor that feeling of finding your first vein of diamonds by framing the first one you find and display it with pride in your base. The road to riches starts here. There we go, baby. So we did that one. Very good. Also, we need to set our waystone over here, right? So check this out. This is the waystone for Full City. So we're going to right-click on it. Boom. We have activated Town Hall. Now we can set this waystone up at our base, and then we'll be able to teleport between Full City and our base without having to make this midnight trek of doom. Pretty sweet, right? Now, we have completed some jobs here in the previous episode. I have informed the government of our completion. I have sent in my invoice, and hopefully we have been paid. Oh, baby, we have been paid. Be fabulous payment. $100. Look at that, baby. Look at that $100 bill, man. That is what I'm talking about. I want to get hundreds of these $100 bills, baby. Look how sweet they look. Oh, man. By the way, each of the currencies has one of the fool's faces on it, which is pretty sweet. Is that Good Times with Scar on there? Or Good? Is that Good's face? And that looks like Etho's face on the 50? Who's on the 20? I can't really tell. Is that Doc on the 10? That's pretty cool. Hey, does anybody know whose faces are on which bills? If you do, hit me up in the comments, man. I'd be very curious to see that. Also, why is our face not on any of these bills? I mean, honestly, look at this beautiful face. Who could resist? Am I right? Anyway, we also got $50 here from the dazzling job. So let's take the receipt to show that we have done these jobs. Beautiful. And guys, that is 100, 230. No, $250. We got $250 in the belly, which means we will be able to rent out one of these plots over here. I actually spotted a plot that I wanted to get my paws on. It's down this road somewhere. It is very dark around here, though. This is probably a very bad idea. I think it's this one. This is plot number 21 over here. Yeah, this is a 12 by 12, and the rent is $200 per week, right? $200 per week. We should be able to afford that if we can set the price of Ren Toast at a reasonable rate and do a bunch of selling a Ren Toast. We should be able to get 200. It's a llama. I'm sorry, llama, my dude. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. I mean, come on. Seriously, guys. Seriously. I'm a llama. My name is Tina. Give us some ham. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Well, we're going to be a llama now for a while. Oh, this morph mode is so sweet. Anyway, that's the plot we want, right? Plot number 21. Now I got to figure out how exactly to rent this thing. I think there is a sign or something here that we need to read. Look at my little hand. I got a little llama hand. Look at my face. Oh, man. This is ridiculous. There we go. That's the book that we need to read. Here we go. Let's have a look. What is this thing? Purchasing and renting city plots. All right. Here in Full City, you have the opportunity to raise your own buildings. City growth is a goal everyone shares, whether it is for your own personal city base or to start up a business. I heard you, my dude. I heard you. Sparky, can you do something, please? Thank you. Very nice. Where were we, guys? Rudely interrupted. To do this, you can either purchase or rent a plot from the government. Prices are listed on a sign in front of each individual plot. The rental price is per week, and payments can be made in Town Hall's deposit box. Same goes for plot purchases, and once paid, you will receive a deed for the land after the government has verified your payment. Have fun be foolish. We are watching. Okay, so I guess to rent plot 21... we need to stick the cash money in here. Yeah, front desk deposit box. Zombie, I am trying to make a purchase. Jeez. I mean, is it my llama breath? Is that what's attracting all these undeads? Okay, so $200 into the deposit box, and I shall send a letter via Discord to the government. And hopefully, by the end of this episode, they would have received the money and given us a deed for plot 21. Because, of course, what we're trying to do, guys, is create a shop before any of the other fools. And that shop is going to be selling some tasty jazz. My friends, we are going to be selling grilled cheese sandwiches. And in the last episode, we automated the production of toast. And now we need to auto-product the rest of the ingredients for grilled cheese sandwiches. And it's going to be awesome. I do need to get back home alive, though. So that's going to be my first task. I'm just a llama. Ignore me, creepers. Creepers and spiders. You guys don't like llamas. What? Leave the llama alone, you arachnid idiot. Oh, my goodness. Okay, this is bad. Derp. Cyber-diggity dogs, I want to make a deal with you right now, okay? If I can survive the rest of this episode without dying, I will show you how many times I've actually died in the series so far. And let's just say it's not a number I would tell my mama. It's pretty bad. Anyway, welcome back to the Red Cave. We've made it back safe and sound, man. Sparky's doing a little bit of exploration down there. What do you think, Sparky? Looking pretty cool down there, right? It's very cozy at the moment. This is the jankiest cave ever. However, pretty happy with the progress that I've made so far, guys. Over there, you can see some totems have sprouted up, done some improvements to the toast factory, and today we're going to be making some serious advancements to the improvement of what we are going to be selling the fools. You see, I've been thinking a little bit about our plan here to sell toast on the server. And I was thinking that if I was on the server and if I was hungry, I wouldn't particularly want to just get some dry toast to munch on. That's kind of disgusting, right? I mean, dried toast sounds like the most unexciting food to purchase in the entire world. I can't sleep as a llama. That makes a lot of sense. Let's be honest. I've got 4 frickin' legs. There we go. Let's get back into human form and try sleep the night away there. There we go. But yeah, I've been thinking about this food that we're going to be selling the fools, right? And toast it's dry. It's not very exciting at all. And I was having a look at some of the other recipes that we might be able to make out of toast. And I found something called grilled cheese. And let's be honest, guys, who doesn't love a bit of grilled cheese? Oh, baby, grilled cheese is the business. Toast gives us 2 hunger and 4.5 saturation. Grilled cheese gives us 4 hunger and a butt ton of saturation. But most importantly, grilled cheese gives us dairy and grain nutrients. Take a look at this, guys. Thank you, by the way, for all the comments made in the previous episode. Man, you guys have been helping me out with FoolCraft like nobody's business. Thank you, guys. Keep those comments coming, man. If you see that I'm doing something wrong, let me know. Because I'm learning a lot from you guys in the comments. Take a look at this, right? If we go to our inventory and click on this carrot, we had a brief look at it in the previous episode, but we can see all of these nutrition things over here, right? And the idea in FoolCraft 3 is to try and get all of these nutritions up to 100%. When you get these nutritions up, you get a buff, which is where that toughness buff was coming from that we discovered in the previous episode. So, by selling the fools grilled cheese, we'll be able to boost their dairy and their grain nutrients, which I think is going to be a pretty high incentive for us to actually, or for them to actually buy the grilled cheese, right? So that's kind of where my thinking's at. I want to try and produce grilled cheese today, but let me give you a quick tour of what we have been up to, or what I've been up to off camera so far. I've got a couple of heads over here just to decorate the place, a couple of zombie statues and stuff around, looking pretty sweet. Also picked up a couple of loyalty badges over here. This is the bronze loyalty medal, which I think is 10 hours on the server. Yeah, 10 hours of playtime, which is pretty sweet. There's our first diamond, decorating the cave quite nicely. And I've been doing a little bit of sorting out here too. We got a chest full of all of the ingots that I've been smelting. This is a chest of like random stuff, which I don't have any use for yet. This is a chest of just absolute junk. This is a chest of, well, pretty rare stuff that I've mined out of the ground. These are also broken spawners that I've collected, which we'll be using a little bit later on in the series. These are just building blocks over here. This is all the Pam's Harvestcraft food stuff that I've been collecting. And over here is a whole bunch of mushrooms and mystical flowers. My plan is to set up some sort of a hippie shop eventually where we will be selling these things. I don't think you can actually make these. You can only collect these in the world. So wherever I've been finding these special shrooms or these special flowers, I've been collecting them. And I want to set up a little bit of hippie shop here for everybody to use those flowers to decorate their worlds a little bit later on. That's my business plan number 2. Once we corner the food market on the FoolCraft server, we're going to corner the hippie market. It's going to be glorious, my dudes. Anyway, here we are back at the toast farm, which as you can see is just running constantly, eternally. I've set up some totems over here too, guys, which is pretty sweet, man. I've learned something more about these totems. They actually have a very small area of effect. I think they only have an area of effect of 5 by 5. So you got to set up quite a few of them around your base to get the effects from them. But take a look at this, man. From these totem poles over here, I am getting haste from the buffalo, I'm getting night vision from the Enderman, which is pretty cool. I'm getting speed from the, what is it, the horse, I think it is, and strength from the wolf, and then I'm getting also stopping creepers explode around here from the ocelots. So those are my 3 totem poles protecting the toast factory, which, as you can see, has been upgraded. I know it's looking a little bit more complicated, but essentially all I've done is I've added in another furnace into each of the sides. So we've got 2 furnaces cooking flour and 2 furnaces cooking, or 1 furnace cooking bread rather, and 2 furnaces cooking the flour, just to speed up the production a little bit. I've also added a little bit of a cleanup system down here. You'll be happy to note I am now also automatically getting rid of seeds. So basically what I've done here is I've sent seeds and other items into a chest, kind of like an in-between chest in between these systems, and this chest is sending seeds as defined by this filter into a trash can over here, and this trash can is voiding those seeds. And this chest is receiving seeds from the absorption hopper that's collecting the wheat, as well as from the sag mill over here, which is also generating seeds, right? Because we get seeds from the farming of the wheat, and we also get seeds from the sag mills. I've also moved the sag mills out here on their own and added a second sag mill, so we can have 2 sag mills grinding away at the wheat. We've got another culinary generator out here to connect it to the runoff chest. Now, this is the amount of toast we have managed to make since the last episode. Almost a full iron chest worth of toast. Pretty impressive, isn't it, my friends? This factory is just absolutely amazing. It runs beautifully automatically. I don't have to worry about it. It just does its thing. And slowly but surely, we are filling this chest up with toast. I'm so happy with the food also. It's so great, man. I've sorted out my food situation like nobody's business. Now, before I forget, let's plonk down our waystone over here. I can see it in my hotbar over here. I can hear some of you shouting at me too. Let's plonk it over here, shall we? That seems like a pretty good spot. Ren Cave is what we'll call it. There we go. That's our waystone done. And with a tap of the jingle, we now have a way to get back to Town Hall, and we can warp back to Fool City, and then from Fool City we can warp back to the Rem Cave, which is pretty sweet. We do need to make ourselves a waystone though, and then we can warp to either of those waystones. Oh, sorry, a warp stone is what we need to make. Then we can warp to either of those things. What are these things called? A waystone and a warp stone. Okay, so with the warp stone, we can warp to any of the waystones, and we're going to need 4 ender pearls for that though. I tried to get them in this episode but failed miserably, so I think maybe I'll do that off camera so I don't embarrass myself anymore. Anyway, let's get going with some modded Minecraft, dudes. I'm super excited about today's episode, man. I've been doing some planning, doing some testing in a creative world, and I think I've figured out a way to automate the production of this delicious grilled cheese sandwich, which we're going to be making for the fools. And if we can get this up and running today, next episode, we can create a grilled cheese kiosk in Fool City, right? And start selling them grilled cheese sandwiches. Now, I asked the question last time, what should we be charging for a grilled cheese sandwich? And I think we should be charging $50. Hear me out here, okay? Our rent for our plot is $200 a week. That means we got to sell a butt ton of grilled cheese sandwiches. And there's only so many fools that are actually on the server, and we kind of need to make the most value for our buck, so to speak. $50 for a stack of grilled cheese. It's a stack of grilled cheese. You know how long that's going to last you guys? Absolutely ridiculous, man. I think it's absolutely worth it, but I'm going to think a little bit more about it. And we'll finalize the price for the grilled cheese at some other point. We got some serious work to do now, though, because as you can see, to make a grilled cheese, we need a toast, we need butter, we need cheese, and we need a skillet. And then we need to automate the production of this, right? Butter is made with heavy cream and salt with a saucepan, and heavy cream is made from a bucket of milk and a mixing bowl. Cheese is made with a pot, a bucket of milk or fresh milk, and salt. That makes cheese. And then we need all 4 of those ingredients to make the grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah, sounds complicated. It is complicated, but it's not that complicated. I think I know how to do this. What did I just do? Oh, okay. Don't press that button again. So we're going to start from the very beginning, my friends. To get this done, I think the easiest way to do it in Modded is just to attack each thing individually, right? So why don't we start with butter, all right? Butter looks pretty easy to make. We need heavy cream, salt, and a saucepan. And I have pretty much prepared everything. Here's one I prepared earlier. I've prepared everything that we need for today's episode in this double chest over here, okay? And hopefully, we're not going to derp this up too much. Hopefully, I'll be able to do this without too much derpage. Also, where did that transfer node and pipe come from? Did I break something over here? I feel like I might have broken something. That's something I'll look at some other point. I'm pretty sure I'll see in the comments of this video that I broke something. Anyway, let's start with the production of butter. Now, before we get to the production of butter, we're going to need to do the automatic production of salt, right? Because salt appears in both butter and in cheese. And to make salt, we've got to put a water bucket and a pot inside of a crafting table, right? So, we got a bucket of water over here. We need a pot. And if we put them together in a crafting table, we make salt, right? Now the question I hear you guys asking is, how in the freak are we going to automate that? I mean, we don't want to just sit here manually creating salt out of water buckets and pots, right? Luckily, in FoolCraft 3, we have got a pretty awesome block called a mechanical crafter from Extra Utilities, and it's actually kind of cheap to make. It's a dropper, a crafting table, and a resonating redstone crystal that you get from basically harvesting redstone underground by breaking redstone ore. You can also make it with an ender pearl. And basically what a mechanical crafter does is automatic crafting. So you set the recipe here, and as you can see, it'll automatically produce the salt. So if we put the pot inside of the crafter with the water bucket, boom, there's the salt. However, that bucket of water just got used up, right? So we got to find a way to refill this bucket and get it back into the system. Now, there is another really cool block here in FoolCraft called a sink. And a sink is a really, really great block, especially for what we're trying to do out here. I'll show you the recipe for this. Very cheap. Some iron, a bucket of water, and a bunch of terracotta, which you make, of course, by smelting down clay blocks, which is made from 4 clays. You guys should know that, because that's from vanilla. But what's awesome about a sink is that it acts as an infinite water source. So take a look at this, man. This is basically, you can see this as a water source, right? So if we right click on this, we can get water out of it. And it's an infinite amount of water. It never runs out. So you guys picking up what I'm putting down over here? What we need to do is get this bucket of water to refill itself from the sink and then get itself back into the mechanical crafter. Now, last episode we used this very fancy block called a mechanical user. Very, very useful block, isn't it? Also, let's pick up some pipes here and some transfer nodes too, and probably some filters too, so that we can get this all automated. So obviously, what we can do here, or what we can try and do anyway, is get this mechanical user to fill a bucket of water from the sink, right? So if we stick the mechanical user facing the sink, stick that empty bucket in there. Where's that empty bucket? There it is. If we stick that in there and change this to use item on block, or is it this one? Yeah, activate block with item. You can see that that bucket is actually getting filled up with water, right? Very, very good. Now, if we can find a way to get that water bucket into the mechanical user, we should be able to get this done pretty easily, right? So let's get the bucket back out here. And what we're going to do is set up a filter that is going to be sending a bucket of water. So let's put a bucket of water in this filter. Let's put that filter into this node. So this node knows to pull out that bucket of water. And let's send that bucket of water into the mechanical crafter over there. Also, we're going to need our wrench over here. Let's just get it from my my purse, my man satchel. And now, if we stick the bucket of water in here, it should get filled up with water and then sent into the mechanical user. There it is. It's just arrived in the mechanical user. Now, of course, we got the empty bucket of water in the mechanical user. So next step is to set up a filter for the empty bucket of water. Oh, Sparky, you scared the living bajingo out of me, my dude. I thought you were a freaking creeper or something. Let's get another transfer node over here. Oh, and we got night vision right now, right? Because of these totem poles. How awesome is that? That is so sweet, man. Also, no creepers are going to blow up around us, so I'm actually feeling a little bit confident right now. All right, so we got the bucket of water going from the mechanical user into the mechanical crafter. Now we want to get the empty bucket of water out of the mechanical crafter and back into the mechanical user. Right? So let's set up another filter, this time with an empty bucket. We're going to stick that one in this node, and this transfer pipe is going to be sending that empty bucket of water back into the mechanical user, and let's disconnect that there. So now we should have an infinite loop over here, right? If we stick, oh, it's pulled the pot into there too because the filter wasn't set. Now, if we stick our bucket in here, we'll start it in the auto crafter. That's going to get sucked out by this item node. That's going to end up in the mechanical user. There it is. Going to get filled up with water. Then the water bucket gets sucked out of the mechanical user and sent into the auto crafter. And we now have, it looks like, an automatic salt producing machine. Yeah, that's it. That's salt being produced automatically and infinitely too, right? That's an infinite salt machine right there. Beautiful. By the way, we're also going to need a cow for today's task, guys. Unfortunately, this cow doesn't fit in the hole. It's kind of awkward. I need to get the cow on top of a mechanical user, so I'm going to have to figure out exactly how to do this. Oh man, this is very awkward right now. Get in the hole, cow! Got him! You know, I think the mechanical user has just become my favorite block in FoolCraft, guys. It is just such a versatile block and so cheap to make in the early game, right? I mean, all you need is a dropper, a lever, a resonating redstone crystal, which you just get from harvesting redstone or by making it. And all you need is an ender pearl and a glass cutter to make this resonating redstone crystal. And so far, the mechanical user is automatically growing wheat for us to generate toast. We can get water with the mechanical user, and we can also get milk, which is why I've captured this cow over here. Milk's going to be pretty important for our grilled cheese factory, guys, because milk is required in the production of cheese. There we can see we need some fresh milk to make cheese, and to make fresh milk we need a bucket of milk over here, right? And we also need milk to generate heavy cream, which is also made out of a bucket of milk and a mixing bowl, right? So all you need is one cow, which I managed to ram into this very cruel, unorganic milking station, and I've got a mechanical user set underneath him, and I think we can actually get this working pretty easily, man. Let's just stick a bucket in here, and I think we got to change this to entity, I think it is. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we set the mechanical user to entity, and that should start milking the cow. I think we probably also need to set up a filter over here, right? So we'll set up a filter with a bucket of milk, and we'll put that filter into this node. And what's really cool about this build, guys, is that we are basically building this automatic food factory in FoolCraft 3 using beginner stuff, right? We're using these transfer pipes from extra utilities too. Everything we're using here is basically made out of vanilla Minecraft blocks and items, which is really, really cool. That, my friends, is the sound of a cow being milked for eternity. And it is a glorious sound if I ever did hear one. Oh, baby, we were cooking with gas today, my friends. Found a way to automatically and infinitely milk a cow. And yeah, the mechanical user milks the cow with an empty bucket. That then becomes a bucket of milk, which gets sent into this mechanical crafter, which then makes 4 fresh milk out of the bucket of milk. And then we've got a couple of filters set up here. One filter sends the fresh milk into this chest that we'll be using for the cream and the cheese. And then another filter sends the empty bucket back into the mechanical user. So we have an eternal loop of milkage going on over here, my friends. And it is absolutely amazing. That's insane. Okay, so we have figured out how to make infinite fresh milk to make cheese and butter, and we've also figured out how to make infinite salt. What I've realized about our salt machine, though, guys, is that I think we're going to have to make a lot more salt than just from one mechanical user. Salt is like a really big ingredient in this particular build to make grilled cheese sandwiches. So I thought what we could do is maybe work on like a really cool compressed salt factory, right? And we're going to be generating salt from 4 mechanical users. And as this sink acts as a single water source, we don't have to have a sink for each of the mechanical users. These mechanical users can simply just suck out of one sink over here, right? So here's what I'm thinking. We have 4 mechanical users facing the sink, and then we'll put a mechanical crafter on top of each of those mechanical users. And then we can just get pretty clever with our piping and our filters over here, right? I gotta tell you guys, it is an absolutely beautiful day outside today in England, and it looks like all of this sunshine is making making my brain work at overdrive today. Except for all the derpage at the beginning of the episode, we're actually doing some pretty amazing stuff out here. Behold, the ReNDoG automatic salt factory for FoolCraft 3. Isn't it beautiful? Up there is a whole bunch of salt being automatically generated by 4 mechanical users and a single sink water source in the middle. And to make this thing is really, really simple, guys. We've got mechanical crafters above the mechanical users. The mechanical users activate with a bucket onto the water source, and then with the filter in place here, we send that water bucket up to the mechanical crafter. The mechanical crafter makes the salt with a pot in it, and then another filter sends the empty bucket back into the mechanical user. And then, this is where it gets really smart. All of these nodes can fit into one block, which is really sweet. And these nodes have a filter to send the salt out of the mechanical crafters into the salt collection chest. And that is infinite salt, guys. And very cheap infinite salt, I might add. Absolutely beautiful. So, we're generating infinite fresh milk and a ridiculous amount of it. Infinite salt, which is awesome. And now all we need to do is set up a couple of factories that are going to create butter. And of course going to create cheese, and we pretty much have the salt and the milk for cheese, so that's just going to be a mechanical crafter to make the cheese, right? That's pretty simple. Then for the butter, it looks like we'll just need a couple of mechanical crafters over here. One mechanical crafter to make the heavy cream, and then another mechanical crafter to make the butter. And then all we need is one final mechanical crafter to put the cheese sandwich together, to take the toast from up there and combine it with all the ingredients, and then wham bam thank you ma'am, infinite grilled cheese. That sound, my friends, is the sweet sound of grilled cheese success. The smell of money making, baby. Our factory is working and it is absolutely amazing. Look at all of the grilled cheese that is coming out of this thing, guys. It's insane how much grilled cheese we're going to make out of this. And the good news is the entire system is infinite. The entire system is automatic. And the entire system supplies its own fuel to keep itself going. It's amazing. I'm so proud of this, guys. Let me run you through exactly how this thing works, because it looks a little bit complicated, but really it is actually very, very simple. All you need to do is use these transfer nodes to manage the movement of your items through these mechanical crafters, and boom, we're getting a ridiculous amount of grilled cheese sandwiches. I am storing it in something called a small storage crate, by the way, guys, which is just made with chests and a whole bunch of wood, chests and planks and wooden casing, which is made out of wood. And as you can see, it's kind of like a massive storage chest. We're going to need this, because we're going to set up a grilled cheese kiosk in Full City next episode, and well, we need as much stock as possible. We need to get rich up in here, baby. Anyway, let me show you guys exactly how this thing works, okay? So we got a mechanical crafter over here that is turning the bucket of milk, getting milked out of the cow, into fresh milk. That fresh milk is getting stored in this buffer chest over here. Then we got fresh milk getting sent by the transfer node into this mechanical crafter, which turns the fresh milk into heavy cream using the mixing bowl that just chills inside of the auto crafter. Then we got a transfer node over here with a heavy cream filter on it. So only heavy cream gets taken out of this auto crafter. That heavy cream ends up in this auto crafter, which is producing butter out of the heavy cream and salt and the saucepan, which stays inside of the autocrafter. And then, of course, we're taking that butter out of that autocrafter with this filter and sending that butter into the final mechanical crafter over here, which we'll get to in a moment. That salt is getting into our autocrafters via this transfer node from our automatic salt production facility. Wow! Look how much salt is being produced. We actually can't use the salt fast enough. That salt is traveling via an underground tunnel network, and that salt is being delivered into this auto crafter for the production of butter, and that auto crafter for the production of cheese. So that's looking tasty. We got the salt traveling automatically underneath the system, trying to keep it nice and neat looking, right? Next up, of course, we've got the cheese over here that's receiving its fresh milk from the fresh milk chest. and using the salt that we're getting from the automatic salt factory and a pot producing a ridiculous amount of cheese. That cheese is getting taken out of that autocrafter via this filter. The cheese, the butter, and the toast, which is also coming from our toasting machine via this cable over here, is ending up in the final auto-crafting table that's got a skillet in it, and that skillet and the butter, cheese, and toast is making grilled cheese, which is getting removed by this transfer node filter and being stored in the small storage crate, and we literally have grilled cheese for days, dudes. It's absolutely ridiculous. Sparky's looking pretty hungry over there. Do you eat grilled cheese? Oh, you don't eat grilled cheese, Sparky. You're looking very damaged at the moment, though, man. What happened to you? Why are you looking so hurt right now? Do I have any meat out here for you? I don't. Sorry, Sparky. You're going to have to wait. I'm going to have to find yourself some meat at some point, my dude. Anyway, distracted by the dog, we have got a fully functioning, self-sufficient grilled sandwich factory of doom. And a reminder, this factory uses no outside power. It generates its own power via culinary generators, which means this is a completely 100% infinite system. This thing is going to produce infinite grilled sandwiches forever, as long as someone is in this chunk over here. And that, my friends, spells bling blangs for the ReNDoG. We're gonna get some full bucks up in the belly selling these grilled cheese sandwiches. And honestly, guys, $50 for a stack of grilled cheese sandwich, I think that's a very reasonable price. Let's be honest. Look how much technology has gone into the production of the grilled cheese sandwich. And look at this. We're gonna munch on one now. Look at that high saturation level there. That's absolutely insane. We get 4 hunger bars for a grilled cheese sandwich and like, what, almost 10 saturation to eat a grilled cheese sandwich. That is absolutely amazing. Also, I need to sleep the night away here, man. This is getting ridiculous. Sparky, get the little baby, dude. I'm gonna kill you if you're not careful, though. Here we go. Sparky, get him. Get him, my dude. Get him. Oh, my goodness. I don't want to kill the dog right now. Get out of here, you stupid little idiot. There we go. Anyway, guys, our grilled cheese sandwich factory is up and running, and I think that deserves a freaking thumbs up, man. Thumbs up for grilled cheese sandwiches. Oh, man, I've been hanging out with vintage beef too much, haven't I? Sparky, are you ready to get discombobulated, my little dude? We're gonna travel to town hall via some sort of magical system over here. You're gonna feel a tingle. That's all I can say. Let's head back to town hall using our waystone. Oh man, that makes life so much easier, my friends. No more traversing over these freaking dangerous lands to get here. Absolutely amazing. Let's go check our chest. Hopefully we've got our deed now for our brand new plot. Let's have a look. Oh, there it is, baby. Lease agreement for plot number 21. Nice one, government. I thank you, my dudes. Lease agreement. This plot lease agreement has been settled between landlord, the government, and tenant, ReNDoG. Property is a 12 by 12 located on Park Street. Agreement to lease. The landlord agrees to lease to the tenant, and the tenant agrees to lease from the landlord the property according to the terms and conditions. Wow, this is like an actual proper lease agreement over here. This is ridiculous, man. I gotta put $200 in the front desk deposit box every week. My goodness. Eviction. Upon failure to pay rent, the landlord must give the tenant an eviction notice. The tenant must then surrender the property to the landlord. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely crazy, guys. The tenant hereby acknowledges that they have read, understand. Yeah, I understand. Where do I sign? All right, I've signed the stupid thing. The ReNDoG, I guess that signs it, right? There we go. Jeez. And we'll put the the freaking thing back in the chest along with our payment over there. Okay, lease agreement has been signed, my friends. We have now claimed the plot number 21. First plot purchased, I do believe, in FoolCraft 3. We're ahead of the game right here, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Shall we just get a little sign up here too? Yeah, let's get a bit of a sign up here just to claim our territory. RD's plot. Amazing grilled cheese incoming. Very cheap also. Just, you know, do a bit of marketing, really, if any fool comes around here. Nice! This is our plot. This feels amazing. We actually own a piece of Full City right now. Well, we're renting a piece of Full City, but so it's not really owning. But yeah, rental agreement has been made, my dudes. Doesn't that feel absolutely amazing? Oh man, next episode we're going to set up our grilled cheese kiosk in there. And yeah, we got to get this kiosk up as soon as possible, right? Because if the fools start making their own food, they're not going to want to buy our grilled cheese. So we really got to keep working out here, man. We got to keep on grinding for them grilled cheeses. Also, I'm not sure if I mentioned this at the beginning of the episode, but thanks, Stress, for the chicken and the potato. And I noticed that that is actually a job that we might be able to take over here to earn ourselves a little bit more money. Meals on Wheels is going to give us $100 if we do that. And, well, that's not quite going to pay next week's rent, but that's at least half of next week's rent. Starting out a new world can be hard work. Your fellow citizens must be hungry. They'll soon have a lot of grilled cheese, so not to worry, government. Roast up some cooked chicken and a few baked potatoes, then deliver them to all the other fools. Very good. I shall be doing that. Although, Stress Monster, my friend, I think you may have failed this particular task, because it does clearly state here a few baked potatoes, and you only gave us one baked potato. So, Stress, did I just tell on you? I'm sorry. Hopefully the government won't watch till the end of this episode because it's a really long episode, and then they'll never know. So, Stress, you'll be fine. Anyway, guys, super happy with today's episode, man. We got ourselves a lease. We paid our $200. We got ourselves our plot in Full City. We have got infinite grilled cheeses coming out the wazoo. Next episode, we're going to set up a grilled cheese kiosk of some kind, and hopefully we'll get some monies out of these fools so that we can pay rent for the next month. But that's going to do it from me for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, baby. Grilled cheese coming out of our ears. Absolutely love it, man. And I actually do love a grilled cheese sandwich in real life. It's one of my favorite things. It's absolutely delicious. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button because, well, we're just getting started with FoolCraft. Things are getting frickin' spicy up in here. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Smell you all in the next episode.